Right, good evening everybody. I'm going a little bit early. Why am I going a bit early? Well, unfortunately due to the restrictions we can't be in the clubhouse. Although, of course, as ever, David Appleton, your treasurer, is working very, very hard trying to find some kind of solution so that we can still have our Wednesday night evenings together in some sort of forum. So we're looking at a plan for that. More detail on that as we manage to get something finalised. We have got a management meeting coming up on Monday where we'll be discussing further. But anyway, so I'm going off a little bit early on the 28th of October. It's half term. I'm sure some of you are getting ready for Halloween, which is great. I've had people up in the attic here getting down the Halloween decorations. So Luna Corrie getting ready for some trick-or-treating. I don't know how we're going to do that socially distanced, but anyway, exciting times. And I know a few of the people away at university have been doing pumpkin carving. So I've seen a few pictures of those on Instagram, which has been nice as well. And of course, this is the time of year when we would be going up to Mansfield for the National Cross Country Relays, which I have to say is one of my favourite events. Those of you that have spectated, and of course those of you that have run the course, it is a fabulous event, that one. It's a really nice course going down through woodland. You start off going around the lake. There's a lot of slippery mud as you come down hills, and you can fall over. It's a really, really good course. And if you saw the BB Harriers live, I talked a lot about it earlier in the season as well, because it's a real favourite of mine. So I'm very sorry that we can't be going up there for that. I can see Gillian Sibley's watching. Obviously Amarissa doing really, really well at her running. I know the girls' teams would have been doing very well. And I'd love to see the boys in action there. It's also one of the sort of first events for some of the youngsters to actually sort of travel up and do something, on a team basis for the club as well. So really missing that event, but hopefully these things will come back for us. Just in terms of races that have been happening. I'm gonna absolutely add that to my list, because I've got quite a few of those to mention. So let me get that down as well. Thank you very, very much for that. So now where was I? Yes, I was talking about the races. So we had the Beachy Head Marathon last weekend. Steve Evenden managing to run in that one. People who've done that marathon, gosh, isn't that just one of the hardest? I've never done the marathon, but I've certainly run up that hill where it starts a number of times. I did it earlier in the summer with Luna Corrie. It is really, really tremendous. So well done on that. Ian Firla is trying to get a club team together for the Essex Ekiden Marathon. That's a great initiative. I'm really glad Ian is doing that. I think we can do really well in that. You do need to download Runkeeper for that, because ASICS owns Runkeeper. But will be great to get a team together for that. I can see past President Ian Wilson has joined the feed. Good evening to you, sir. Hope you're well. Glad to see you here. I hope your wife's doing well as well. And hopefully we'll see you in the new year if we manage to have our President's Supper, which I know that Margaret Baldwin is working hard to arrange for us as usual. So we are still trying to keep ahead with some of those events. We had the Wednesday nighters this week going out looking for regal things. Andy Kingsmill running a number of streets with kings and queens. Bob Minting bagged Prince Arthur on his running around. Zoe Kingsmill found Catherine the Great. This week, as we said, it was Halloween. Adrian wants you out looking for all things Halloween. So that'll be really, really good, getting those pictures in of what you can find when you're out running. And maybe you want to run in a Halloween outfit, Halloween costume. That certainly should be no challenge to Ian Swatton. I mean, he's great with his outfits. So we'll see. That's another thing, by the way, that I've been talking to the management committee about is, really want to try to have the Boxing Day fancy dress run if we can. So we are looking at these things. We're trying to plan ahead to give you guys time as well to organise and get ready as well. Obviously, these things probably aren't going to be in a fashion that we're used to having them, but we are still working to get you these events and maintain them. Just an update on the volunteer awards. I mentioned some of these last week. The England Athletics volunteer awards for the London area, London region. I've actually been hearing that many more club members have been nominated and shortlisted, which is fantastic and thoroughly deserved, by the way. So just as a recap, I believe John Baldwin is down for a Lifetime Achievement Award, David Liston for a Coaching Award. In the Young Volunteer category, Holly Platt, who's done so much for our social media effort, and she's very, very good going down at all those open meetings, filming or trying to film when she's not competing herself, and she's managed a few personal bests in the pole vault this year. And then another great volunteer who's been nominated in the overall category is Claire Ostrich as well. So hopefully they will all do well. And don't forget, the club is also down for Club of the Year as well. So a great effort on behalf of everyone. And do you know what? We could have completely closed down over this period. Everyone's pulled together and worked really hard. Great efforts over the summer with the open meetings. Really loved, seeing the way the coaches have been working. This weekend I drove down the Mad Mile, as everyone knows it, and I could see Andy Frankish there, his girls running up and down on their training on a Sunday morning. Probably glad that the hour had changed as well, so they got an extra hour in bed. But really want to thank all the coaches for their dedication and the efforts that they're putting in, and that's really holding the club together. So really well done to all of them. The other thing that we need to mention this evening are the birthdays. It's a prolific time of year. Helga Pullin is the club secretary. Her husband Keith is celebrating his birthday today, I think it is. Past president Richard Coe, 69 on the 30th. So very, very happy birthday to him. Hope he's celebrating well wherever he is. Nick Brooks had his 62nd birthday, another past president, on the 24th. But we have two birthdays today. One of our great athletes, Rachel Dickens. Happy birthday, Rachel, to you. Great that it's today. And I just want to mention Shirley Poole, who does so much on the house and social. She's also, when the things are normal, I see her down at the kiosk, on a cold night, helping out with the teas and coffees. Shirley is 80 today. So Shirley, I hope you're having a great evening with Colin. And just enjoy yourselves wherever you are and stay safe. Anyway, that is your presents news for this evening. A little bit early, but I thought I'd go early, and I've quite enjoyed seeing the people that are on the feed. There's Zoe Kingsmill with her Catherine the Great as well. Well done to everybody, and look forward to seeing you next week when we'll be in November. Good night.